Hi, this is Joy Kaufman, and I'm here with my new friend, Stephen Conine. And I gotta tell you the story about how I met this guy, so I'm gonna let you start.
Yeah, so I've known about Farm Stew for a couple of years now, actually, through the booths at different locations and stuff. And I was actually planting some garlic in the farm I was working at in Alabama, and it came to my mind that I should really reach out to Joy Kaufman at Farm Stew and see what kind of opportunities they had available for people who are interested in agriculture and missions and things like that. And so I actually tried reaching out, and it took a little while before I got any responses.
It was on Facebook, I have to say, and I don't pay that much attention to Facebook, sorry everybody, but...
Yeah, so at the time I was reaching out to a couple different ministries, and she responded to say, well, you know, what kind of questions do you have? And I said, well, I've got just some questions about what kind of opportunities you have, and
it was like a long list of questions.
Yeah, so I sent her quite a number of questions.
That made me realize he really had done a lot of deep thought about ministry work. I took him seriously when I saw these questions.
Yeah, and out of the different ministries, Joy probably had the least amount of answers for some of those questions.
Okay, let me tell you why, because we've never done anything in the U.S. before, and so all of a sudden, God has given me this opportunity by moving to this farm in Colorado, where all of a sudden I'm starting dreaming dreams, and people are actually asking me to start something for Farm Stew USA, which we've never done. We've been 6 years working in Africa, now Cuba, the Philippines, but USA, I didn't know how to do that. So his questions kind of caught me off guard, I have to say.
Yeah, but what she actually did after she says, you know, we're still kind of going to be working on these questions, she started to tell me a little bit about the opportunity, you know, what's been going on in Colorado. And she says, if you have a chance, you should come visit us. And out of a kind of crazy series of events, I was babysitting this dog that wasn't even mine. And well, obviously if I was babysitting it, but
dog sitting.
Yeah, I was dog sitting this dog, and the owner of this dog said, just out of nowhere, messaged me and said, hey, by any chance are you planning any trips to Colorado?
And this was like 2 days after. I'm like, why don't you just come to Colorado and check it out?
Yeah, and I said, you know, I don't have any plans to go to Colorado, but if you need this dog out there, I might actually have some reasons to go out there.
All expense paid to Colorado thanks to a dog.
Yeah, so they paid for my gas to go out, and it was over the holidays, so I have some family out in Denver, so I spent time with family in Denver, dropped off this dog, and then went to go visit Farm Stew in Colorado.
Yeah, and my neighbors Mike and Christina, who are just awesome farmers, like they hosted him, and you know, you saw their farming operations. Can you say a little bit about their farming operations?
Yeah, I was really impressed. They have a small operation, but it was very, very high quality, and the produce they were growing there was, I've been to a couple farms, and quite a number of them, and what they were doing there was exceedingly impressive to me. And I'm like, man, these people know what they're doing when it comes to growing these winter greens, because that's when I went over there, and they were growing beautiful, you know, heads of kale and a bunch of other things, and it was very impressive to me.
Yeah, and these same people, they're just my wonderful neighbors, and they are so committed to ministry. In fact, the very same month that I founded Legally Farm Stew International, they moved to this farm, and they've been praying for these same 6 years that they could somehow use their farming for ministry. And so then, Stephen, you decided to sign up for a year. We don't even know what this adventure is called or what it's going to mean, but we want to train people, and you have a lot of experience training.
Yeah, I've done canvassing programs for the past about 10 years now, and...
How old are you? You started when you were 12?
No. I started when I was 16, so...
Okay, that works.
you might be able to do some simple math there, but I've been working a lot with young people, literature ministries, but as well as farming for the last about 5-6 years. And so combining agriculture, ministry, and education has always been something that's been very high on my priority list. So reaching out to Farm Stew was just kind of natural as they seek to integrate ministry, agriculture, and education.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a natural thing for me. So when I went over there to Colorado, and I saw the farm that they were kind of partnering with out there, and the opportunity to even develop something here in the United States, kind of combining these initiatives for the least of these, for people who have, you know, who need this message, was really exciting to me. Even though it was the least defined, I knew this was the closest thing to what I felt God was calling me to.
And honestly, I think the commitment of him and Carissa, it's given me the strength to just trust God in this new adventure because, you know, like I said, our donors have been so faithful in helping us minister to people in Africa and other places, but you know, the food prices, the insecurity, the loneliness, the depression, the obesity, we have our own problems here, and we believe that the Farm Stew recipe of abundant life is a solution to all those problems. And working with these exciting young people with all this experience and helping get this message out, that's what we're really thrilled that God is using us. So we want to invite you to be part of our classes. We're going to start with a 2-week in-person class in March. It's just 1 week, but you have 2 options the middle of 2 weeks of March. So go to farmstew.org and learn about it. We're also going to do a virtual option starting April 3rd, Sunday at noon Eastern time. So if you sign up on farmstew.org, you'll get information about it, and we're excited. It's going to be fun. We're sort of making up as we go along, but we're adapting what we've been teaching for the last 6 years, making it relevant to the U.S. audience and beyond. So praise God.
Right. Yeah, it's exciting.
Thanks for working with us and using your talents and your skills to bless others. So
praise the Lord.
Farm Stew handshake.
Praise the Lord.
All right.
I'm
God
excited.
bless. Thanks for watching. We hope you can join us.